I think San Diego State's a good basketball team. We've played them a lot. It seems like the last 4 or 5 years. Have tremendous respect for them, and the names and the numbers change, or the names change, but the way they play is pretty consistent. They don't necessarily beat themselves, and there's a toughness about them. And I thought for a decent portion of the game we matched that. We had a stretch in the second half. I think they scored 8 possessions in a row. Where defensively we were out of sorts, and allowed them to create that separation that was too much for us to overcome with what we had going today.
Questions for either person?
Mac, on that point, do you think that they threw you guys out of rotation defensively, or was it your guys' own doing?
Some of both. We made some mistakes a few times going under some screens when we weren't supposed to, and then when we got a little bit aggressive, our rotations weren't where they needed to be. Again, it's maybe sounds like a little bit of a broken record, but we built this team on shooting, and we're not shooting it very well right now at all.
Have you been able to put your finger on why? Are you guys getting the looks and shots?
I think they're pretty good looks. I never say till I watch the film, but there was some pretty open shots, and then today, we've been a great free throw shooting team all season, and today we couldn't do that either.
What's the latest on Ashworth? We saw him out there kind of warming up a little
Yeah, probably better than I thought, especially based on what I saw on Saturday and Sunday. So, he's doing everything right to try to get himself back. But as I told him last night, we're not, he's got to listen to his body on this one. We're not going to push this thing. We've got to make sure we make a long-term decision that's in his best interest.
How hard is it to prepare for a team that they've only played 2 Division I games and they have basically a whole new roster?
Yeah, we had some film on them, and Dutch, what they do is what they do. It's always been San Diego State basketball. It's how they play, and so we knew what we were going to see. Obviously, there's a few new wrinkles with 8 days in between games. Then obviously we played Friday and lost our point guard. So, coming into the game, they were in better shape than we were.
Jackson, what first start today? What was today like for you, all encompassing?
It was definitely exciting. Definitely, Mac put a lot of, trusting me to go out there and start me. So just going out there playing the same I have been. Trying to work as hard as I can to do the right things, make sure I'm locked in, defensively, offensively. And, it was honestly no different. Just being out there right away, and obviously playing more. But I know what I got to do out there. So I was excited for sure.
From a player's perspective, can you tell why shots aren't falling for you guys? Do you feel like you're getting the open looks and they just aren't falling, or?
Yeah, I feel like we're getting great looks off of our motion, off of our sets that we do. But I think just there was really no excuse. We were just missing open ones. It's just something we got to get in the gym and continue to get reps up and just make shots. So.
Mac, what do you think of the offense and the way it operated today with Ty at the point?
Yeah, it was a mixture of Ty bringing it and Pop bringing it. Shane played a little bit as well, but Stevens played a lot of minutes for us. So outside of a couple practices, we haven't had a lot of reps with that. But I thought they did a good job. I thought Ty moved the basketball. I thought he made some really nice passes. And sometimes the assists are really, I think it's the worst stat in basketball, because if you make the right play, you get somebody an open shot, and they miss it, you get no credit for that. So that's something that we evaluate, and I think Ty created a lot of opportunities for his teammates today.
They've won, I think, 4 of the last 5 against you. Some have been close, but is there something about this matchup that's tough for you guys? Something that they do defensively?
Yeah, we won an overtime game. We lost on the last second shot. So we've had competitive games until today. But Dutch is a good coach, and they've got a great program.
Do 2 more.
Mac, do you have an overall takeaway that you told them after this one ahead of tomorrow?
We have to have a short memory, because we're going to play a really good team tomorrow. And, you know, we had some guys log some pretty big minutes, so we have to try to get off our feet, get some rest. And then, you know, we've built this program on unselfishness, and sometimes when it's, you know, selfishness will creep in when things are tough and adversity strikes. So it's really important that we don't enter a finger pointing phase when we're going through a tough time here. We stick together. We try to help each other, try to look in the mirror and figure out what we can do better to try to correct it, and then move on from there and get ready for the next one.
Jackson, what are you hoping to get out of tomorrow as well?
A win. Simply, I just want to see, obviously, us win, being connected, especially on the defensive end. And I think when we do that, I think shots will go down. But yeah, I just want to see us, you know, go out there and play hard and play connected and get a win.